Hey, FarmrTrogg, and we are packing week 3 of September. This is an A week for the bi-weeklies. One more week of September, then the 4 weeks in October, then we'll take a break off for a week. What else? You'll have an invoice here at the end of September, which will pay for December. And then October, there is a butterfly going all over the place that keeps distracting me. Then October, there will be no payments because that would be for January, and we don't do shares in January because January. So what else? Sunflower field. We have them starting to open. They're not quite ready yet, so we're thinking after this weekend, next weekend. So that's the, what is that, 27th, 28th?
Next weekend is the 27th and 28th.
So we'll let everybody know it'll either be midweek or start by the weekend. Yeah, it's an acre of sunflowers, and they're going to look beautiful. They already do. Yeah, prepare for that. I really don't know what we're doing about an on-farm event because we are just so booked on the weekends right now. So we'll work it out. Maybe we'll shut these doors up and have something in here in October or November. Who knows? We'll work it out. Otherwise, guys, come on out to the sunflower field. It's a great way to see the farm and have an experience. We've also got our piglets up front here. You can definitely snuggle with. And we've got the prairie in back that in the next 2 weeks will really be erupting in the asters, which are purples and pinks and whites. It's just beautiful.
And first week of October is this farm stroll.
Yeah, so the Sunday, the 5th of October is the farm stroll. Gosh, let's go over this. This weekend is a normal weekend for the farm. We've got a market on Saturday, and then Marcy and I are doing parent things on Saturday afternoon, and Sunday we've got family things. Next weekend, however, not only do we have the sunflower field open and the Huntley Market, but on Sunday will be the Poplar Grove Community Market we'll also be at, and that's from 10 to 2, I think, or 9 to 2.
Something like that. We'll put it in the newsletter.
Yeah. Then the week after that, which is the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, the 3rd, that's why it's in my head. That's the homecoming game. But the 4th is a market like usual. The boys will be at the Huntley Market because Marcy and I will be at a roller derby tournament in Rockford that the Rockford Rage, which is the roller derby team out here, and Marcy's on, they're having a tournament. So I help out with kind of reffing. It's not exactly what it is, but anyway, and Marcy skates. So we'll be doing that all day. Plus it's homecoming, so juggling there. The next day, the 5th, as we started all this with, is the Boone County Farm Stroll. I think there's 9 farms on the list this year. Alpaca farm, sheep farm, herb farm, vegetable farms, dairy farms. I think I've covered all the types of farms. And you can do a nice loop through Boone County at the same time. We've got our sunflower field out there. So again, the next few weekends, there's numerous times to stop in, to say hi, to see the sunflower field, whatever it is. All right, I'm going to stop talking about that. Shares. All right, guys, we talked about how warm weather and rain was going to push everything back on again, and it has. So we've got zucchinis. Just like with tomatoes and peppers, if you don't get through them, first, zucchinis and squash last longer than tomatoes and peppers, but second, if you don't shred them up, stick them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. You'll have them all winter for anything, soups, chilies, whatever you want. All right, so we've also got patty pan. So listen, last night I actually tried to film a patty pan boat type thing that I keep talking about, and I messed it up. So I'm going to do it again when I have time in the next few days, and we'll get it out there, because it tasted good. I just messed everything up. So there's your squash. Cucumbers, because they're going crazy, but I think we only got a couple weeks left because of the amount of sun the cucumbers have just stopped growing. Then we've got, oh my goodness, the peppers, the red and yellows are finally starting to turn. They look great. We've also got these wonderfully sweet Carmen peppers. Remember, these are not spicy. Okay, spicy peppers, a little bit less this week. I got a standard 2 jalapenos and a poblano. They needed to take a couple weeks off, so we picked them less hard. Let's see. Next, we've got cilantro. This is from our friends at Midnight Sun Farm over in Harvard, as well as their beautiful cherry tomatoes. As we've talked about, our cherry tomatoes caught disease, and they're still there, but it's like 1 out of every 10 is worth eating. They just look bad. And Becky said she had them, and so we are helping her out, and she's helping us out. Finally, kale, because kale, guys. All right, so that's the box, but we didn't have enough room because of the rain and the heat turning back on. So, tomatoes in a bag again. We've got mortgage lifter. Mortgage lifter. And we've got a few reds, Galahad and Rutgers. And you've either got one bigger or 2 smaller marmalade skies. The bigger heirloom-looking orangish yellow is called Oma Orange. The dark purple and green is Cherokee Purple, and the stripy ones are ripe, and they are Green Zebra. That is everything, although I think Marcy wants to turn around and show you guys.
Look at the
Piglets can't be contained.
naughty piglets. All right, there they are. They're fine. They can get back in. They're safe. They won't go far. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful week. See you later.